Welcome back to 4 Geeks by Geeks, where geeks come to geek out. Welcome to episode something or another of City of Mist. We record this so far in the future. I don't know where we're at in the past. It might be 7. What's the title?
8?
I don't know.
7.
Because this week's episode, we said we didn't have a title for the Misfits, but we did have a title. But that was 4 weeks into the future, making it the past. And time's a weird soup, and I'm not good at it. That's why if everybody asks, oh, when did the mist happen? I don't fucking know. Time's a weird soup. It's there. You weren't. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
At this point, it's a weird gazpacho.
It's a gazpacho. That's great. Yeah. I'm T. I am your master of ceremonies for this adventure of City of Mist, a graphic novel noir TTRPG built by Son of Oak. Hopefully at this time will be featured on their website because I'm still pushing for that one.
Still hoping. We sent it. We sent
It's
it.
off.
We're
It's
just
out
waiting.
there. It's there.
Super fun thing about City of Mist is, as you can see, we have a smaller group with us today. And as you saw with Kingdom Come, that was not something that you could do because D&D is more or less a war game as compared to City of Mist or really any Powered by the Apocalypse. It's a narrative adventure that allows a lot easier abilities to have smaller groups and one-on-one sessions where you can still get compelling story without having to worry about a combat scenario just removing a player from the game. But we're back.
Like last week's was just chef's kiss, if I may.
See, the time soup just made me think. I was like, what did we do last week? I was like, oh, right, that was when the conclusion happened. That was pretty good.
Row.
But yeah, I'm T. I'm the master of ceremonies.
I am Boser. I'm looking at a camera that doesn't exist. I need to look at this camera. That's a weird habit. Didn't know I had till right now. I'm playing Dell, the best character in the game.
Sure.
I know you're not supposed to categorize your players. They're like your children. But I think my order right now is Colin,
Dell, and
Cooper, Del Andresh.
Oh man.
What?
Whoa.
Jeff sits and
Jeff
I
sits
are
at the
gonna have some
bottom.
words.
Holy shit.
We're tied for bottom?
Listen, I think we all can agree that Alex came in fucking swinging with Colin, and he really set the bar in a difficult way for our future guests that are going to have to be up to par with.
Yikes.
But also, regardless of the fact that Detective Cooper is just Lucas because he's too lazy to create a character outside of himself, he's doing it very well.
Is T lagging for anybody else, or is am I the
just
problem?
a little. No, he's a little
Okay.
skippy.
Okay, just need to make sure.
It's okay though. We can still understand him.
You just don't like Dell because he scares you how much you love him.
No, I don't think that's the issue.
No,
I mean, he
I'm
makes
just
me a little
scared of how
horny,
much he
but
wants
that's
to
besides the
make
point.
love to me. That's what I'm scared of.
He's got more than just a penis, you guys.
Yeah,
You sure?
He
God,
has a
that's how
heart
you-
and soul.
That is how you have sold him, as just a walking... That was an elephant
He
trunk
just-
on the table.
He just doesn't ignore his feelings like the rest of the world.
He doesn't hide them, okay? He expresses every bit of
Right.
love.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Chat, back me up.
Sometimes it's a little wrong. Is that your character fact? You just express every little bit of love?
No. My character fact is actually kind of important.
Oh.
Are we doing character facts now, Mr. MC?
Might as well.
Yeah.
So my character fact of the day is 8 years ago when Dell was found by Papa Bo in the wreckage of a certain building after an explosion. The only reason that I know what my name is because I had a visitor tag with Cornelius Evergelius III printed on it. And it said visitor.
Interesting.
Otherwise, I'd have no idea what my name was.
Is it a fake name? Were you a fake visitor? Did you cause the explosion? There's so many questions I have.
And I wish I had answers, but I have no memory. So Yes.
Look,
and no?
the detective in me is pinning you now as the main suspect.
Well, good thing this is not part of the actual storyline yet.
Oh, cold case. It's coming back. It's coming back. I'm coming for you, Del.
It's very funny when you guys unintentionally bring in information that is prevalent to the episode that you are unaware that you were about to dip into.
You're like, yeah. So remember when you said that? It's like in D&D when you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, ha ha ha, and you're like, no, you're doing it now.
Like, I know,
Roll.
like, it's funny, like, I'm just doing this because they said it, but, like, no, like, this information was going to be coming up in this episode.
Oh,
Well,
damn. Okay.
I knew this. No, I didn't. But we are so in sync. If we had periods, we would be on the same one right now.
All right, Lucas, who are you playing?
All right. Hi, I'm Lucas. I'm playing Detective Spencer Cooper, gatekeeper, normal city detective. Let's see. What would my fun see like everything else? I don't prepare any of this, so fuck it. We ball. We do it live. I'm gonna say that you guys don't really know too much about Cooper's training as far as hand to hand, but I got these sick new duds, Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu. Super fun, super good. Cooper tends to do that. He likes to be in the gym. Getting not necessarily big, actually. More of an endurance guy, but
I was going to say, there's not a lot of big Muay Thai guys, so that'd be very interesting.
well, no, you can learn Muay Thai for like defense.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not, but Muay Thai is definitely a more slender physique combat sport.
Oh yeah, savage combat sport.
You're not seeing the mountain going to do Muay Thai too often.
Yeah, but you see some absolute gorillas do jiu-jitsu sometimes.
Boser's confused.
I was pointing at you, T.
Oh, I know. I was just trying to figure out Boser's
he's like,
confused look on his face.
What is any of the words he's saying?
No, actually, I'm multitasking.
But shout out Croyler Gracie Jiu-Jitsu in Elkhart, Indiana. Go check them out.
Yeah.
Woo! Not sponsored, but I love that man, so he gets free endorsements whenever he wants them.
Yeah, and it's a good time. It's a good time. Do it.
So are we good to continue, Boser? Do you need to finish your multitask?
No, we can continue.
We can do the thing now.
Because I'm like really good at multitasking. You'll never know.
Yep.
No.
I just had a peeing in the bottle moment. Previously,
I'm not peeing. I'm not peeing. Hands are where you can see them. I'm not peeing.
That doesn't mean anything. Hold on.
So I know we said last week was our
Super
big fight
professional.
conclusion, but that's actually not what last week was. Last week was our adventure between Del and Andresh. They went off to have a drink after said fight, and we got to know them a little bit more. Which, again, City of Mist really allows yourself to narratively come up with one-on-one times that don't feel like 5-footers. It's not you elongating the show. You are truly getting your time one-on-one with these characters. And these guys will tell you they get very annoyed that I require them to do character facts every week. It's because regardless of the fact that we're going to get to know these characters a lot deeper, but a lot of times in TTRPGs you really don't get to find out a lot about mundane little things about yourself because it's just not prevalent to the story, but it can help you roleplay if you know these little bits of information about yourself. So when a scenario comes up, it can help influence the story. Even if it's minorly, it just makes it feel more real and raw, and you can actually see the connection between player and character. But as you can see, Jeff Sitz is not with us this week, so we get to explore some more Del and Cooper, which I think is the combo I'm ready to see together because of all, like, I know Colin and the detective have that headbutting because they're on opposite sides of the law, but Del and Cooper have that awkward sexual tension that I'm really excited to really explore and get into.
It's not.
But
Same.
No, it's not. No, there's no awkward sexual tension. There's
Just
there's,
sexual tension.
There's lust, and then there's rejection.
It's not what you said last night.
No, that's not what I said last night.
But we are going to do a little bit of timey-wimey stuff. Not a whole lot, because technically Del and Andres already had their next day in the continuity. We got to go back and see what Cooper does after the big fight took
Oh,
place.
fun.
Yikes.
Okay.
So, to still give us our voice overview, here we go. The city itself is chaotically peaceful in a way that really only the citizens of Pandora can comprehend. There was a time in history where Pandora was the Wild West, and not in the romanticized way that we all have learned to love and enjoy. It was a chaotic death hole where if you weren't a rift, survival really wasn't an option for you. But as time progressed, people have learned to both embrace the mist and empower the mist and get it to really work for themselves. So the city has blossomed and exploded in this new magical way that really, in a way that everybody still can't quite put their fingers on it. The city is old and new and futuristic and mystical, but it combines and gels in such a way that it lives in harmony on the surface. There's so much going on in the Underdark that the sleepers have no idea about. Maybe they turn a blind eye, or maybe they don't want the answers. But regardless, the mist is there for their protection. Detective Cooper, you have existed on both sides of the mist for several years now. You have seen the inner and the outer workings. You have seen the city exist with and without. And you are now forced to work with somebody who goes out of his way to work with. You can't always prove that. I'm curious. I know you guys as players have your opinions on Snyder, but in canon, Snyder as a personality just believes the end justifies the means. Objectively, he is a good person. We all have our faults. We all have misguided judgment when it comes to what you believe is the best for the city, the best for the people. And sometimes you make decisions that don't always have that perspective as a whole. How does Cooper feel about Snyder's thought process behind getting Pandora into the city he wants it to be?
I have to say, Cooper probably, he respects it. Like, he gets, what Snyder's trying to do. You gotta, do some sketchy things to get to that, end goal. Does Cooper like it? No, because I don't want to be used as a pawn. And some of these situations are pretty shitty. Hence, the whole little group we're just with. The freedom of information is necessary. And sometimes not being in the loop costs me.
Specifically. So I think we're going to pick off immediately where we left off with Cooper. And that was Cooper and Snyder walking down the alley towards Snyder's town car. Snyder doesn't really say much to you as you make your way down the alley, and simply gets in his car, assuming you're going to do the same.
Yeah, I'll get in. I'm just gonna slide in.
As you sit into the back of this town car, it is from the outside is a fully blacked out rear. We're just going classic Crown Vic type town car. There's no looking into this vehicle, and when you step into the interior of this car, it is pristine. It is somebody who spends a lot of money on his appearance and makes sure he rides in comfort. But inside the car, sitting between you and Snyder, are a stack of folders. And the top one, and the names are kind of jotted down on the margins, and it's very easy to see who they are. The broker, Colin Blackfoot, Cornelius Del Abordelius III, and of course, one for you, Detective Spencer Cooper. Oh, yeah. Snyder picks up the packets and pulls out Colin's and flips it open. So where do we stand on Colin? How do we feel about him?
I mean, besides the whole little outburst just now, he does mean well. I kind of maybe pushed him a little hard, but I had to see where he stood and if he could keep his composure. Does he think I'm an asshole? Sure. Am I an asshole? Maybe.
Yes.
But
Snyder doesn't look from jotting notes. He just continues to jot while you talk.
We don't have to worry about him off on his own. If we really need him, I'm sure if we have the right kind of case, he'll be all right. I'd be more worried about possibly some vigilante kind of justice coming from him. So I wouldn't say let him be. Maybe keep an eye on him.
And who is this unknown individual? Was that the broker or somebody acting on behalf of the broker?
Who, the other person with us?
Correct.
Apparently that's who the broker sent. The name's Andresh. They've been helpful. They can hold their own pretty well. I feel all right. We really haven't had any conflicts. We also really haven't had any like deep interactions, I guess you could say. Seems very informative, as I would expect anybody. Building. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like the interactions have been minimal between the two of us, so I don't have any bad feelings.
And what about what do you call him? Del?
Yes, Del.
You call him Daddy.
Del's the quote-unquote lovable idiot that I have known for a while now. Is he a little clunky? Yeah, but I can work with him. It's not the worst. It's not the best. It's not the best. Like, if we had an actual, like, HR that gave a shit, like, we'd have problems.
Yet.
And as you are finishing up describing the three of them, the car pulls up to a stop, and as you look out, you guys are in front of the courthouse. So, what was the outcome? Who was the murders? Who was responsible? Whose name is being plastered on the news? And who am I thanking for saving the citizens of Pandora?
Honestly, this is gonna get covered up. You need to cover this up a lot. I can't remember it's been a couple of weeks. A couple episodes.
The actual murder was Robert Zuelo.
Yeah, that was the guy that Colin knew. I'll give him that name.
Yes.
I'll give him.
Yep.
Be like, it kind of makes sense because ex-con, it just works.
Snyder pulls his phone out and starts tapping away. Where's the body?
It's the inn has it right now.
The what?
Does he not know?
No, Snyder does not.
Maybe I wouldn't say that then.
You probably would not.
Yeah, we can retcon that, but no, Snyder does not. Snyder is not aware of the inn.
Because Snyder knew knows I am of the Mist, and that's kind of the correlation.
To clarify, the inn is very much so an unknown organization.
Yeah. Okay. Roger.
Roger.
Don't worry about the body. It gets complicated.
As DAs often don't. Just don't worry about the body for the autopsy.
There's no need for an autopsy.
No. That's not sus at all.
That's not how that works. I need to be able to give answers.
Look, let's just say whatever Mist was controlling that man left nothing of that man.
All right. We'll be in touch. And Snyder exits the car and makes his way towards the courthouse.
I'm gonna peek up at the driver, but could you take me to my car?
He looks at you in the rearview mirror and then just raises the partition.
You motherfucker. Yeah, fucking start walking back to the hotel, I guess.
Yeah, and you are several blocks away.
It's fucking bullshit. Titled motherfucker.
But as you are walking down the streets of Pandora, it is late in the evening. As we all know, Pandora doesn't sleep, but it's a little bit calmer of an evening. And as you are walking by an alleyway, you see an individual catch you out of the corner of your eye. It's a slender man with blue hair leaned up against the wall, with 3 dogs sleeping at his feet.
I'm just gonna keep walking and be like, what now? I'm assuming he's gonna fucking start walking with me.
Yep, he immediately turns corner with the 3 dogs at his heel. Oh, it's time for debrief.
Alright, you're gonna get the same answers he got, probably, but maybe you have some answers for me.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. And he reaches into his breast pocket and pulls out a small canister and throws it in front of the 2 of you as a rift opens up and the gray mist swirling in between, clashing with the purple as the 5 of you walk through the portal as it clashes or closes behind you. And you are back at the tavern portion of the inn. Mm-hmm. It once again is empty. There's a single individual behind the bar just kind of cleaning, not paying any mind. As Harry is walking by towards the kitchen, Harry pulls out his badge and flashes it to him. As a blue light scans from top to bottom the entire room before the kitchen door opens and quickly begins digitalizing and shifting and making around or working around. As you open the door to a kitchen, you step out into a long hallway with doors on either side, and there's no end to this hallway in sight. And you recognize this as just the inner workings of the inn. As you are walking by, you look to your right and you see Colin sitting in an interrogation room. Harry stops by. We'll get to him. As you walk by another window, you see Andresh. And then as you walk by the 3rd, you see Dell. But before we get to that point, let's circle back. Dell, you are...
Wow! We just did a future escape? Now we're rewinding? This is so cool.
Time's a weird soup.
It's a weird gazpacho.
Dell, you are running through Pandora, chasing a song. And not in a whimsical way that we have all seen in rom-coms. You are chasing a song in dire desperation of, if you do not find this song, it almost feels like you will die. And as you are making your way through alleyways and sprinting across busy streets, you come across a river with a single individual standing on its shoreline. Even with it just being a rear profile, you can pick this individual out of anywhere. You can smell him, you can feel his energy radiating off of him, and you see the mist swirling around him, and an inside part of you begins beating at your chest, and you have a hard time determining, is it your heart or is it Hephaestus trying to get out? Because not only do you see Darius, you see Aphrodite.
And I'm like on a bridge, or
You're kind of just on like an embankment walkway sitting over at the river walkway. You're about 20 yards away from him.
I run towards him.
Darius turns to you with his dashing smile that's always kind of gave you butterflies throughout the years. And it doesn't look like Darius has changed at all. Obviously, you guys have gotten a little older, but Darius looks the same. Describe Darius for me.
Darius is, as you said last episode, he's a dark-skinned man with short little dreads that poke out. He usually dresses a little more. He is a foundling, so usually it's kind of rough and tumble clothes, but he always made the best of it. He was like always a little more dashing than the rest of us somehow. He would find a vest and wear it in a different way and just look cooler. He's a little taller than Dell, so he's about 6 foot. And a little yoked.
A little, okay.
That's right, just like little Lucas.
Fun fact, I have 16-inch arms.
Well, Darius has 17-inch arms. Not to rub it in.
Get your numbers up, you little bitch.
Look, with a pump, I could be at 17. It's okay.
And Dell has 0-inch arm.
He's got little moose arms. Is that what you're telling me?
Wow, shots fired.
Shots fired.
I mean, he's missing his arm, you ableist.
Oh. He's got one arm, not 0 arm.
So I run up and you just stares.
And Darius turns to you. Hello there, beautiful. As Darius's voice sounds just like you last heard him, but it's now infused with a beauty and a majesticness that you just can't quite grasp until you see Aphrodite kind of materialize outside of him. And Aphrodite stands before you as the most beautiful woman you have ever laid eyes on. Silk black hair with fair skin, bright blue eyes, and a figure that just matches whatever you find the most physically appealing.
Well, you nailed it. It's Evanescence. You nailed it.
The funny part is that was my mental image.
Yes.
And as you are standing before, you hear a voice inside of you. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out.
I don't give a fuck what you do. And I just like go and I race towards Darius and just wrap my arm around him.
And as you do, the camera's going to fade out as we see you and Darius embrace each other, all while Hephaestus in his rugged, less than facially appealing figure as he embraces Aphrodite. And we have a spinning camera moment of the four of you embracing the loves of your life for the first time in as long as you can remember. you feel Darius embrace you and grab you, gripping you tighter. Even at that awkward stage, like, do we let go now? And as you would go to release your arm, you feel Darius grip you tighter, refusing to let you go. Good Lord, have I missed you.
And I kind of push him back. But you left. You left.
I didn't know what this was, as he's kind of gesturing to Aphrodite behind him. And then he looks over at Hephaestus. But it looks like you can relate now.
Yeah, but that's some bullshit. And I like punch him in the chest. That's some right bullshit.
You feel, you see Aphrodite let go of Hephaestus as she brings her hand over and caresses your face. Oh, sweetheart, you can't blame him. I had things I needed to do, and you were in the way at the moment. But we're back now. That's all that matters.
No, you stay out of this. This has nothing to do with you. You.
Hephaestus grabs your arm. You do not speak to her like that.
Listen, you don't speak to me like that. I am having a one-to-one conversation, so you can butt
the moment you
out.
hear you don't speak to me like that, Hephaestus just backhands you.
Is that how this works? Like, our mists can just physically abuse us?
If you don't have a good relationship with them, yes, absolutely.
That's why I cut the mist off.
I'm about to join you. In fact. Fuck you too. God. I'm having a moment.
Do you see why I had to go?
No.
This was terrifying.
Yeah. And it sucks that you had to do it by yourself. Guess what? So did I.
Yes, it does suck.
And I didn't have to.
I made sure you were good.
I was not good.
Maybe not emotionally, but I made sure you had everything you need, whether or not you knew you needed.
Minus an arm.
That was prior.
Listen, can we have a moment, please?
Oh,
and I
sweetheart, absolutely. As Aphrodite links Hephaestus arm in arm as they begin to walk down the river walk.
They can separate from us?
I mean, it's a mist.
I'm learning so much. Is there like a trail that leads back to our feet? Okay. You don't get to decide.
Darius leans over and kisses you.
No, no. No. You don't get to disappear from my life for the 5 years.
I really missed you.
In all respect, fuck you.
I mean, I was hoping for like dinner first, but I mean...
Stop. God, it's good to actually hear somebody else say that kind of shit.
How's Papa doing?
Drunk.
Obviously.
Doing his best. No, 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 this is not how this works. You don't get to just walk by, sing our song, and act like nothing's changed. Everything's fucking changed.
It worked, though, didn't it?
Yes, but no.
I mean, you're here.
So you better start talking. Start flapping those jaws and tell me where you've been the last 5 years.
I mean, I've been here. She had shit to do, and I really couldn't tell her no. How do you tell her
sure
no?
Sure you can. Well, she's hot.
And she's fucking scary.
Is she scary?
Oh my
Mine's
God.
Kinda scary too.
Listen,
God.
I don't know how to say this, but like, he's not the only one for her, if you know what I'm saying.
You telling me? I know what you're saying.
Right, but like, that's terrifying.
What? No. Speaking of, You were the only one for me. It was you. And I know maybe I didn't express that well.
I've
5
always
years
known
ago,
that's
it was,
why I'm here.
But since you fucking left, you broke me, Dare.
I didn't do it on purpose. Like, I'm not expecting you just forgive and forget, but I didn't have a say here.
You know that's some bullshit.
It wasn't bullshit. I woke up and she was just there one day telling me all this shit that was going to happen if we didn't go take care of X, Y, and Z. And it turned into one day, into 1 week, into a month. And I always went to you any free moment I had, but how do you come back and just explain that I'm off trying to fix shit?
You just fucking tell me. It's me. I'm not your
How do I explain this?
Step one. You fucking try.
You can't explain something that you don't know exists.
No, I don't accept it. No.
You've been touched for a year. I've been touched for 5. You
How
didn't
you know
know
that?
this existed. I've been keeping tabs on you. You can be angry, but I was only so far away. When you needed rent, who do you think put money in the envelope? When the foundry needed supply, who do you think dropped that stuff off?
I did.
Where do you think you got it?
I worked my ass off fixing shit.
You're a smooth man, Del, but you can't come up with something out of nothing always.
Yeah, I kind of can.
Yeah, now
That's
you
my
can.
thing.
When times got hard, I was there to deliver what you needed.
I know you're trying to sound like some hero right now, but you're pissing me off even more. You mean you were inches away? Inches away. This whole time for a fucking 5 years. And you didn't once.
I left notes on your window.
Thank you? Is that what you're expecting right now?
No, I was trying to explain to you that, like, I may have been gone, but I was still there, keeping my promise to you.
Your promise?
And as you guys are bickering, you see the mist at your feet begins to swirl from a purple to a gray-infused mist. As you see Darius get a concerned look on his face and begin to ball his fists. And Del, as you turn, you see a man in a black suit standing behind you, towering over the two of you.
I'm gonna unclip my leg pouch.
That's not
Call it.
necessary. You need to come with me now.
I don't need to fucking do shit till you tell me who you are.
It's not important. And as he grabs something from his breast pocket, he kind of just throws in the front, and a gray portal opens up before you.
I'm still gonna grab that handle, clip it into one of the 6-shooter.
You enter yourself, or I enter you.
Well,
And as you say,
You
well,
gotta buy me
you
dinner
feel
first.
a shocking sensation as this individual tasers you. And your connection to Hephaestus, you see briefly
It's a good
sever as your knees buckle and you fall down into Darius's
Daddy.
arms. The suited man grabs you from Darius. Don't worry about it. As he takes something else out of his breast pocket and flashes it in front of Darius's eyes as the two of you step into this portal as you are kind of fading in and out of, I don't want to say consciousness because you're not unconscious, but grasping as reality. As you see Darius give kind of a puzzled look as you see this gray mist collapse on top of you.
wait, so me and Darius went
No,
this portal, or just me and
you.
this guy?
Just you and this guy.
What the hell? He pops up, rips me away from Darius?
And as
him.
you kind of finally come back into your grounding and understanding, you are now sitting at a steel table alone. There is a window in front of you, a single door, and you are just in a brick room about 12 by 12 in size.
What the shit? Darius! Where the hell am I? Am I by myself?
Cooper, you are on the other side of this window, seeing this take place as Dell is looking around in confusion.
I'm trying to think if I really just want to like poke my head in, wave, and give him the finger.
Can I see? Is it like a two-way
Like
mirror?
the little.
No, it's one way.
The little mirror, like at the door.
So you see your reflection, but Cooper can see in through the mirror and see you.
And I just run to the mirror. I know how this works, asshole.
Cooper, how do you respond to Dell beating on the mirror, calling figuratively you an asshole?
Is there like a little like PA button thing like?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I'm totally clicking it with like, calm down.
Cooper?
No, it is me, the voice of God.
And as you say that,
You're gonna have to define which one.
Harry opens the door. Oh, can you have a seat, please?
No! Fuck you!
As
Fuck
you say
him.
that, the three dogs enter, and the moment you say "fuck you," the three of them begin to bear fangs as they begin to grow in size, and their claws kind of protrude into more talon-like. As the three dogs begin pushing you back towards your chair.
That's a neat trick.
Just have a seat, please. And the moment you sit down, they revert back to their Pitbull, Akita, and Basset Hound forms.
Do I still have my leg pouch and my six-shooter that I came
Leg
in with?
pouch, yes. No shooter.
I hate this place already. Where the hell am I?
You're in a secured location until I find out if you are worthy enough to keep this secret.
Where's Darius?
So what happened? Fill me in.
I was reconnecting with...
I don't care
this-
about that. You know what I'm talking about.
Don't act like this is protocol. I don't work for you, asshole.
I don't care if you work for me. I need to know if I'm wiping your memory or not, so...
Well, it's been done once, apparently. What's another one?
Let's actually start with that. As Harry pulls up a briefcase and throws open a folder. Cooper, you're in the room, and you can look down onto this paper. And when you first looked at it, you can see it's a full dossier. But as you kind of try to like focus in on it, you see a bunch of redacted lines begin popping up all over the page. And as Harry starts flipping through these pages, you see more redactions. Cooper, if you utter any words that are stated in this room, you will be fully removed, disbarred, wiped, and stripped of all ranking, earning, and social status, and you will be returned back to Pandora as a sleeper with no recollection of all that is taking place. Do you understand?
Yada yada. Yeah, I understand.
Cornelius Del Averdelius III. What's your connection to the observatory?
The what?
And you have a brief flashback of you walking through an establishment that is almost all white. You see lab coats walking around. You see test tubes. You see individuals talking with patients. You see animals.
Now that you say it,
And
I don't remember, but
then you have a second flash of the name tag that was recovered with your name. The top part of it was kind of cracked and broken off, but you recalled on the right side of like what was left of the ID tag was the letters. I gotta remember how to spell shit. Observatory. T-O-R-Y.
S-H-I-T. Wait. Yeah. Shit. This is new. Okay. Yeah, I was there. This must have been before I could remember. I was there and there was...
8 years, 9 months, and 13 days ago.
Okay, keep going. Tell me more.
That's not how... And he turns to you. Is he for real right now?
Look, he doesn't remember a whole lot. I don't know what to tell you. He gets hit in the head a lot.
No. I'm serious. Tell me more. Do you know Cornelius Everdelius II?
That's actually a question I had for you. He is a person of interest for us.
Is?
Was that... we don't know. That's why I have some questions for you in regards.
But we're both trying to find some answers right now, and you sound like you got a lot more than I do. So, observatory. Tell me more about this observatory. I have flashes. I see animals and test tubes just in the
and
lab.
your next flashback is you walking with a figure. The shot is a younger Dell, obviously. We've established Dell is what, 25? Early 20s, I think we established.
Yeah.
So we're talking teenage Dell.
Yeah.
2 arms. Just young Dell is walking with a large towering figure as he's kind of showing you things around. And you come before a large facility. And you can't hear what is happening in the memory, but you have a feeling something major is about to happen. As you see this large figure begins to type away at this computer, you see swirling lights begin flashing in front of you, quicker and quicker and quicker, and eventually becoming so fast it's a single stream of light, continuous. But then you see another light going in the opposite direction, slowly getting faster and faster and faster until you see 2 competing lights circling each other in an opposite direction. And then they collide. And then an explosion takes place. The inside of this facility gets ripped from the inside out as it congeals or congests inside of itself, contorting into an atom-sized material until it explodes out in a massive explosion, sending you flying, and you are brought back into this moment.
I remember what happened. Kind of.
You begin having flashes of memory of things falling out of the sky, fire and hellstorm raining down on top of you. You feel a massive pain on the right side of your body as your memory becomes coming and going between visual and blackness. You look up to try to look at your arm that is no longer there. You look down to a massive pool of blood that is encompassing your body. You see body parts falling from the sky. You see large shards of metal, and you as a teenager would just believe it's the end of the world. You look at all of this raining down on top of you, and you pass out.
It was awful. It was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. That's how I lost my arm.
So you were there when I don't even know if I can call it an accident at this point. They were doing some obscene shit there. What do you remember after that?
Next thing I know, I woke up at the foundry. Papa Bo looking over me. Had a hell of pain on my right side. That was it.
How long have you been touched?
Touched as in.
By the mist. What else is touching you?
Depends on the day.
Harry looks at Cooper again.
Look, I told you. I warned you. I knew.
Speaking of, and I wink at Cooper. About a year.
So between the explosion and you being touched, what'd you do?
Survived. The founder took care of me, and I took care
The
of the
observatory reach out to you?
founder. No. Till this moment, that was the first thing I've ever heard of him. I didn't even know about the observatory till right fucking now.
Let's talk
I'm
about
today
last
years
night.
old.
What did you experience in your own words? I've got Cooper's report. I need your first-hand experience.
Can I ask you a personal question? Are you overworked? You
Again,
look like
that's
very
not
tired.
how this works.
Can I get you a coffee? God, you look like you could
just need
use a
you
nap.
to answer my questions.
Well, listen, I'm a people person. You can just talk to me like a person. I feel like you're already annoyed before I even start to talk. Cooper.
Yeah, so, last night, what happened?
All right, well, last night there was trying to lull him to sleep again.
The Akita begins to circle around you.
God, these dogs, man. All right. Can I pet your dog?
Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
All right. Well, last night we went into this smelly ass
Sir's
sewer.
fine with it, but Burr will bite your hand, and I don't think you want to lose another limb.
Which one's fine with it?
Sir, the Basset Hound.
Sir.
He shruggingly kind of struddles over you and just kind of collapses at your feet.
And I put my left hand down by his nose in the back, just to let him sniff it.
He just kind of lays there.
And I start to pet him.
You hear Burr begin to growl, but doesn't really do much outside of circling you.
I give him some scritches.
So to clarify, Sir is the Basset Hound, Burr is the Akita, and Russ is the Pitbull.
Sir Burruss. I get it. So I scratch Sir behind the ears. This is like therapy. You should keep. I like this. This is like an emotional.
For the love of God, answer my questions.
All right. So last night, I'm just still petting Sir. We went down to the sewer, right? And we were chasing
Waterfalls.
Yeah. Waterfalls of shit in the sewer. Oh, hi, bye-bye. Oh, he loves his dad so much. I can't right now. Love this dog.
He said, bitch, we got things to do. Stop. Let's go.
Oh my God, I love this dog. That was the cutest. So last night we were following this. Did you know about all the murders already? I don't know what you know. First of all, like, how much do
Doesn't
you need me
matter
to go
what I
back?
know. I need to know what you know.
Okay, so went down to the sewers and we were chasing this what I thought was a werewolf. That's why I stopped off at a pawn shop and grabbed some. I went for just some silver, but then this chick had some nice silver bullets, like actually silver bullets. I couldn't believe it. And so I was set up for a werewolf. Turns out it wasn't a werewolf. It was more like this deer antlered beast werewolf thing. I don't know.
You see Harry kind of pop up a little bit more and look at Cooper. Harry reaches into his bag and pulls out headphones. Put those on. And that's to you, Del.
Put these headphones on.
Correct.
Did you want me to keep talking while
Not at the moment. Just put those on for me.
Y'all are pushy around here. Damn. No straps or nothing.
And as you put the headphones on, they condense and tighten around your ear, and you can no longer hear anything but the own blood flow in your head. As you see Cooper and Harry begin to speak to each other, but you cannot hear at all. What the fuck was down there?
And awaken. Like, you have the body. I don't know why you gotta ask me.
Was it a... Can we trust him? We might need to walk and talk.
Yeah, he's... Like I said, he's a quote-unquote lovable idiot, but, I mean, he's not... we shouldn't worry about him. It'll be fine.
Harry gets up and walks over to you, Dell, and taps one of the headphones as they release off of you. Let's take a walk.
All right.
As the 6 of you now get up and walk out of this interrogation room, you begin to walk down this hallway. And Dell, this is the first time you've seen this hallway. This hallway is, from what you can visually see, infinitely long. You cannot see the end of it, but you keep walking by doors and interrogation rooms. You recognize some languages, you don't recognize others. You see weird squiggles. You see screaming. It doesn't make sense, but it does. And as you are walking by, you come into a crosswalk. And to the corner of it is a solid white wall room, and you see agents posted on all 4 corners, dressed in full tact gear, as Harry walks over to one of them and begins tapping on the wall. The solid white walls in front of you begin to rise, and you are looking into a forested area. And it takes a minute for your eyes to acclimate to what you are seeing before you, but you begin to see movement going between the brush. You see individuals walking in between, climbing trees, living and crawling between the brush. As you see the creature you fought in the sewers, you see small versions of them. As Harry turns to Cooper, you brought the skull back, correct?
I mean, technically, you guys brought it all back.
So we have the skull.
Yeah, I think it's got a hole in it, but
that we just need the skull. As you see the 3 creatures before you see you and begin sprinting towards you guys, as they begin to grow, antlers growing in mass, talons and fangs whirling, their skin becoming tattered and torn, as they begin sprinting on at the wall and begin beating on it endlessly. These are skinwalkers.
Is this wall safe?
Yeah. Hopefully.
Okay.
now,
Yeah. That's what we fought right there.
I would like to mention that there is like one still in the sewers somewhere. The other teams should know about it, but I don't know if they got it.
Jesus. Harry starts tapping on his body before pulling out a phone. Cooper just informed me that there's another one in the sewers.
It's a small one. It's not like the pack.
You have no trace? Jesus fucking Christ, it can breed. Alright, send another recon unit out and hopefully we can get this taken care of. As he hangs up the phone. Agent, can you go grab the skull so we can calm these? As one of the armed guards begins to walk down the hallway, as the 3 of you basically just stare at the skinwalkers, who eventually calm down but are now watching you intently. Their eyes are blood red, and you can see these creatures for the first time. safely. You can see, once they've calmed, that they do still resemble the shape of a humanoid. You see frail bodies with broken bones and cut skin, dirt and feces and any other bodily fluid is kind of caked onto their bodies as they kind of stare at you cockeyed. And they don't really move until you hear the footsteps of an agent coming back, as the agent is walking down the hallway with a massive skull. And the moment the skull gets into proximity, the creatures before you begin going absolutely wild again. They begin beating on the walls, tearing off their own talons, trying to cut through this wall to get out. As the guards begin to formulate around a door on the opposite side of where they are. As you see briefly, the forest on the opposite side opens up a doorway as they chuck this skull in. And as the door begins to close, you see them jump onto the walls and jump into the forest, and they disappear.
Cooper, where the hell are we?
Welcome to my other job. I told you it gets complicated.
Yeah. What is this place? How's there a full forest and I was just in a...
These are
Police
skinwalkers.
station.
They were originally meant to be protectors of First Nations, but black magic usually doesn't go as they planned, and then they turned into black witches, and then the black witches try taking over some things by taking on the skin of creatures to turn into them, and then they wanted more power, so they started taking on human forms, and it's kind of a mess. But hopefully now that the elder's been returned, that they will calm down, and hopefully we can get this last one that you guys let get away before it can breed and turn into a bigger issue.
What, are these things just walking around Pandora?
I mean, one is now because you guys failed, but like this is hopefully all of them. As the walls begin to reclose down on the forest, as it seals itself back away, and you are now standing back into a crosswalk or a four-way intersection of emptiness.
What? Are we in like some fucked up zoo? Where are we, Cooper?
Can't really tell you. Just know that you're okay here, as long as you behave.
I'm not okay here, first off.
I mean, you're not okay ever, but you're
No,
not
I'm more than okay.
You're not in trouble yet. And you're not.
I kind of feel like I
We'll
am.
see.
I said yet.
Yeah, like you don't get locked in a room and interrogated if you're not in trouble.
That sounds like a typical Saturday night for you.
Listen, usually I at least gotta pay for it. This I did not ask for.
Well, exactly. You don't gotta pay for it.
No, my clothes are on. This ain't fun. This is not that.
All right, enough
The
of that.
Lion's Den, that's what I've seen you coming out of before.
Oh, so you go to the Lion's Den.
No.
You just hang outside of it like a weirdo.
It's a bit of a drive. to
No, I
Lion's
go
Den.
to Pawn's Palace across the street.
You don't look like somebody that would need anything from Pawn's Palace.
Yeah, she's a good friend.
Is that Emily? Is that this?
Yes.
Is that what we typed?
Emily
Okay.
Harmon.
Thank you. Did I write that down? I did! Oh my god, Pawn Palace. With a mustache septum piercing, like a badass.
To clarify, she also wears a purple turtleneck, has black overalls, and wears a purple hat.
Oh my god. It's fucking Waluigi.
I was wondering how long it was going to take. I thought I'd set that one up pretty well to get noticed immediately, and nobody picked up on it.
I didn't hear the purple turtleneck, purple and overalls and purple hat. I just was hooked on the septum piercing. Oh my god.
I wanted somebody to get it, so I needed to describe it again because I thought it was funny.
The audience might get it in the future / past.
We live in a weird world here.
This jambalaya is getting intense.
It's a little bit spicy.
Listen, either y'all explain to me what the fuck is going on, why I got transported here, wherever the fuck I am, or you can keep being weird about it and just send me back to Darius.
It's ironic saying something is weird for you, but yeah, let's keep going.
Are we done here?
Oh no, listen, you're probably gonna be here for a while. Hope that's okay.
Sure, it's okay, yeah. As if you needed my fucking permission. Is he fucking asleep?
Huh? What were we doing?
Cool. If I could have a moment of your time, if I could keep you awake enough to do apparently your goddamn job.
Yeah, what's up?
Cooper, send me back.
Look, that's above my pay grade. I have to deal with him. You have to deal with him. It's just.
I don't. You say this is your other job. This ain't my job. I want out.
It could be
I have
your
rights.
new home to. That was a good joke. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a door. I'm trying to get out of here.
Oh, there's doors everywhere.
I'm walking.
Okay.
I'm out of here. Go. Fuck this bullshit.
He's gonna Scooby-Doo walk through a door, and then it's just another door in the other part of the
As
hallway.
you begin to start walking, the ground beneath you begins to wetten. You're not like walking in water, but like the carpet beneath you is definitely damp. It's moist. And so you feel your footprints squish. The walls around you begin to yellow, and you just smell a dampness in the air. As you begin to walk through these hallways, it all just looks the same. No matter whether you take a left or a right, or if you circle and double back, it seems to be just endless.
Do I see anybody?
At the moment, no, but there are doors.
I'm opening whatever door I can find.
Hold, please.
Oh wow, look at these character moves. I might use one. I put my monitor on top of my papers. And are there any items, like anything in the hallways?
Nope. As you open the door to a single bed frame. It is a empty room, other than the fact that there is just a steel bed frame in the middle of the room. Along the columns, you do see some weird engravements, but that's it.
That'll do. I start to go to the bed frame. I'd like to use my mythos to try to shape it into something else.
You're getting awfully sleepy, aren't you? Why don't you just lay down for a moment?
Where do I hear that voice?
From inside of you.
It's inside.
What the hell? No, I need to get out of here.
Hey, it's okay. You're getting tired. Just take a quick nap, and it'll be okay. Wake
Listen,
up
I
and
use
this
this
will
shit on kids. It
all
doesn't
be
work.
over. And this urge to go to sleep is getting stronger and stronger as you begin to feel your eyes start to droop.
No, I need to use it. I can take it apart and I can use it.
And as you say that, you fall forward your head falling downward. Cooper, I need you to roll face danger for me.
Oh shit. Do I get to add anything to this?
Whatever you can add to try to keep Dell from falling onto this mattress.
To keep him from falling on the mattress? Okay, so
Yes.
I'm gonna use discipline and sealing rifts. Maybe.
Ceiling rifts, no.
So sealing rifts is just general dealing like with rift issues. It's not necessarily like
Okay,
it's
yeah.
combative
go
against
ahead.
like rift powers.
Yep, go ahead.
So +2. Oh my god. Okay, so I rolled a 5 and a 1.
6 plus 2 makes 8.
So you got lucky.
Okay. So Cooper, you.
But there is a negative still though.
Yes. So you understand that Dell isn't getting out of here, but Dell wandering around this area is not good. So you are quickly on Dell's heels trying to get him back. As you see him open a door to an isolation unit. And as you see Dell get tired and fall forward, you lunge forward and try to catch him. And you do, but your foot slips as you accidentally sit down onto the bed, and you both blip out of existence. What does Dell usually dream about?
Depends on the day.
No,
It's a-
we're not
it's
doing
a-
this. We're not going to his dream. No. Redacted. Cut this part of the video out.
Well, if it's a good dream, it's redacted. If it's a rough night, then
It's also redacted.
It's been
No.
What would Dell's emotional state be right now?
terrified and pissed.
Does Dell usually have good dreams when he's terrified and pissed?
No.
All right, so tell me what your bad dreams usually are.
Bad dreams is. It's like flashes of the explosion. It's Darius like disappearing. It's this blob of a figure reaching for me and I'm reaching back, but then my arm gets ripped off. It's a hammer getting slammed continually into an anvil, forging shit in the fires of creation. It's a nightmare of bad memories and things that I wish I could remember but wish I could forget.
Dell, you come into consciousness laying on the ground. You feel the pain that you have felt before as you look over and see your right arm is no longer there. As you begin to look around, the dream is now different because there's somebody there that's never been there before because he wasn't there in this circumstance. You see Detective Cooper lying next to you.
And is this like a does it feel fresh like I just lost my arm?
As you go to sit up, you still see yourself lying, the teenage you lying down, but you now, Dell, sit up.
The hell? And what's it look like around me?
It looks like fire and hellscape from an explosion raining from the sky.
I turn to my teenage self and I like try to slap myself in the cheek.
You smack him in the cheek and just turns his head.
Lifeless body. It's a limp noodle.
Shit. Did I die? I go to Cooper. Is he awake?
At the moment, no, he is not awake.
I slap him across the face.
And he wakes up.
Cooper. I think we're in hell.
And Cooper, as you open your eyes, you see body parts falling from the sky, blood raining down. You see flaming metal as it pierces the ground around you, puncturing deep as it is traveling close to terminal velocity.
What the fuck?
Right.
Do I know anything about the room that Del went into?
You know that it's a room that is relatively safe to be in because he was able to enter the room. But you, in particular, don't know particularly what this circumstance was.
Yeah. Okay. Like what the object?
Yeah.
What do we call it? SCP, right? Is that the lingo?
Spins off, but yes.
Okay.
Basically, I'm taking SCP lore and then mixing it with what the mist creation is.
Okay.
And so there are going to be creatures and items impacted by the mist that have residual effects.
Makes sense.
And so that's the end's job. Keep these from humanity.
Just like sit up, like. Oh.
And as you sit up, a piece of shrapnel comes flying right next to your head.
I don't know. What? Like look over him, like and see, like obviously that's probably teenage. Like I kind of tell it's probably teenage.
Oh yeah.
Del. I'm like,
yeah.
Is that you over there?
Yeah. I don't know how. I don't know why. But he won't wake up.
Is this? This isn't mine. I'm assuming this is yours, since you're.
I mean, it looks a bit familiar. I don't fully remember.
Right.
But
Let's.
I don't like it here. I don't feel safe.
No shit. And I look over to the piece of metal that's just laying next to me. I'm like, we gotta go towards the explosion. There's gonna be less shit falling over there.
I just look up at the sky and say, avocado! Avocado! That's my safe word. Avocado!
I'm literally just gonna like look at him and just fucking shove him towards like the epicenter.
Safe word. Avocado. As you guys sit up and begin to look around, you guys see that you are in the middle of a massive crater. You look around to remnants of what was once a massive facility, now rubble. You see disconfigured bodies kind of thrown about, laying over different parts of debris. Del, you see faces that you briefly recognize. You don't know who they are, but you know you have seen them before. You see a bunch of different lab coats ripped and burning and torn. As you guys begin to walk around this crater, you see remnants of a massive machine broken in half lying at the epicenter of this crater.
Wait. Yeah, I remember this. And I frantically go to every person and I'm looking for name tags. Do they have like name badges?
Cantina 13.com.
Making me do a bunch of work.
I don't need to know the name of every person, but I'm looking for Cornelius Evergelius II.
Yep. So as you begin to pick up some different name tags, you see
Junior.
Hars Jung, you see Risk Keys, you see Tony Sharma, you see Roy Greenwood, you see Jessica Grizzly, and then at the epicenter, you find a single name tag. It's longer than other name tags, but it's kind of torn to bits, and you can only pick up a couple letters. There's an N, that might be an S, that was definitely a V, maybe an L.
Is it connected to somebody?
Yes. A very large individual that has been more or less charred.
And they're dead.
Yes. And for a brief moment, you have a recollection of a conversation that you had with your father moments before. You remember him talking about how the war was decimating everything. And this was the chance to not only save the city, but save the world. And if this worked, all your problems would be solved. This was largely experimental, but was supposed to be relatively safe. And then it wasn't. The moment the atoms collided for the first time, it opened up a rift that destroyed everything in its path, as you can see. They were intending to make a safe biome for humanity to exist inside of the mist.
Cooper!
What?
This is where it began. This is how it started. Right here.
Look, I understand you're kind of going through like an existential crisis right now, but like, we gotta find the way out.
No. This is what I've been searching for the last 8 years. This is the answer. It happened here. This is why we are the way we are.
What you mean? Wait, are you trying to tell me this caused like the mist and
I think so. I think so. I think I was there.
Oh, that explains why, you know, there was an explosion.
Yeah. Quite an explosion. Looking around at the decimation and flames and body parts raining from the sky.
So this is nice and all, but we gotta find a way out of here.
I reach down and grab the name tag with a few letters.
You begin to hear growling fill the air.
I still grab the name tag.
And then you start feeling biting on your limbs. You feel one bite on your leg, one bite on your arm. You start feeling a tugging, almost like you're being choked.
Okay, ow. And thank you.
I was waiting for it.
What the fuck? But nothing's biting me that I can see.
No.
Cooper, do you feel that?
And
Stop
as you
it.
are trying to talk to Cooper, you feel yourself ripped back to reality. As you come to being thrown against the wall, as Sir Burr and Russ are grabbing both of your bodies and pulling you from the mattress and putting you up against the wall. And as you look up, you see Harry sleeping on the wall.
Ah, jeez, bad. Down, boys, down.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have come in here. It's kind of dangerous by yourself.
Yeah, well, you weren't gonna stop him, so
I told him not to leave. He did this to himself.
I mean, he doesn't exactly listen that well.
I listen when people start giving me answers, like where the fuck am I and how do I get the fuck out of here?
Are you classified?
I don't know, am I?
No, you're not, so you don't get the information now, do you?
Look,
But I get enough that I can be torn away from a very important moment in my life to be ripped to here.
If they didn't pull you out of that, you were going to be stuck in that endless cycle until your body decayed into nothingness. You had no way of leaving this dream. You were going to be there until you rotted into
That
nothingness.
was
so you
not the
should
important
tell
moment that I was talking
the
about,
boys
dumbass.
thank you.
What? Quit looking at me like I'm gonna fucking say anything of importance, because whatever
Sir
I have to
looks
say,
at you
whatever I
and you
want.
kind of tilts his head in a pouting manner.
Look, you're upsetting the dogs.
Oh, am I? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
You know,
Poor dogs.
you're such a drama queen. I want you to know that I'm not even, like, high enough here to get a lot of the information that you're asking for. You just kind of have to
Like
deal
a
with
simple, where am I? You're not qualified enough to know where the fuck you are and you work for this place?
You're in a
Wow,
room.
what are you, the janitor?
it. I know where I am. You can't know where you are. It's that simple. There are ground rules.
Great. I'm just gonna stand here till apparently I'm either led to slaughter or put into prison or
You should probably leave
Let
the
out of
room,
here.
or otherwise it's gonna thrall you back, and then you're gonna die.
Well, you shut up. You're not helping.
lead the way.
And you see Sir get up and prance out the door.
Follow
The
dog.
longer you sit there, Burr and Russ begin to push you with their heads.
That was me walking after.
Oh, gotcha.
Sir.
Okay.
But I'm not saying shit. Like, there's nothing I can say. It doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna fall in line.
I mean, yeah, you finally got something right. A lot of what you say doesn't matter, but I mean,
As you guys exit the room, the door behind you closed, and Del, the wet carpet that you were once walking on has now been replaced with tile. The yellow walls are back to the white walls that you saw before, and the room and the hallways no longer smell damp. You should probably not wander off again.
Yes, sir.
As Harry begins to walk back towards the direction you believe you came.
look, Del, you have an opportunity to be a part of something, and you're gonna have to understand there's a lot of stuff you're not gonna be given the answers to. Now,
Listen,
if you don't,
that's fine.
if you don't want this, things are gonna get a little weird. But
All that I expect is some fucking respect.
look, that's kind of short here. If you haven't noticed,
I respect you. You seem pretty crafty. I kind of dig it.
look, he says that it's a vicious cycle. All right, he respects me too. I'm like, quote unquote, he respects me too.
No, I don't.
I fucking. You don't help at all.
Respect enough to rather than be sucked into some portal of doom, to be invited. Hey, we've got answers this way. Would you like to come? I would probably happily prance along.
I'm
and rather
pretty
than,
sure he told you to go in on your own volition. I think you told him no, didn't you? I think you tried drawing a piece on him.
Did you try to shoot our guy?
Yeah, because a portal came out of fucking nowhere after I just fought a skinwalker last night, and I'm supposed to just see a portal and be like, oh, that's normal. Please, let me walk right in. What kind of dumbass you take me for?
I mean,
God.
you obviously saw them come collect the skinwalker, so your big boy brain probably should have gone, oh, these are the same people.
Well, when your big boy brain gets you fucking slaughtered, I'm gonna use my big boy brain and write a really great eulogy.
Don't write my eulogy.
Until then, I'm gonna keep my big boy eyes open and not walk into every goddamn portal that pops up.
No, you don't have to walk in every portal that pops up, just the ones that we tell you to walk through. Look, just to be clear, there's him, there's me, there's the base level fucking person that works here. And then
He's not that much higher than base level if it makes you feel
and then
better.
there's you, Del. And if you want to work here and get answers, you're gonna have to start kind of complying a little bit.
Oh no, we're not offering anybody jobs. We just gotta figure out if we're mind wiping them or not.
Okay, well, fine. My bad. I thought we were gonna continue to work on things, but I mean, okay. Put it this way,
I mean,
Del.
maybe if they're all interested. I don't know. I don't make their decisions for
Look,
them.
we'll put it this way, Del. Do you want to remember this stuff or not?
Yup.
Are you sure? Because I mean, this could all just go away. Now, granted, you might forget, more stuff because it's not it's a fine line between.
It's a bit of a time frame. It's not really an exact science, You get it.
Yeah, you totally get it. You've only lost your memory plenty of times.
Once.
Was it once?
It was just a lot.
Was it?
Well-
Was it once?
If you don't count every time I blacked out drunk and went unconscious from being erotically asphyxiated, then once.
Jesus Christ. Jeff Sitch, when you're editing this, go ahead and clip that for me, please. We should get out of here. I don't like this.
Yes. Yes, that would be ideal. Thank you.
I don't know how to get out of here. You're in control, man.
What?
This is your body. Get us out of here.
The foot?
This is Hephaestus talking to you.
Oh. I thought it was this guy. All right. I would love to, but every time I'm speaking internally, not out loud. Every time I try, they're shutting me down.
I don't know, break some shit.
That's the
Half of
smartest thing
creation
I've heard
is
all day.
destruction.
You is true. I look around anywhere. Is there anything I can break down?
I mean, there's walls all over the place.
Wows. I turn my back to a wall and lean up against it, and then I just take my foot and just donkey kick it as hard as I can.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Roll? What is that? We roll?
Let's go roll change the game.
Okay. I'm gonna use. Oh shit! I don't even have my whole character sheet open.
Oh my
Well,
god.
damn.
You have a character sheet?
All right, Lucas.
Hey, I have a character sheet open this time.
Do you? Because I still haven't fucking seen it.
What's on it?
Oh, I do. I'll send that to you after this. Because it's the,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
the
For like
updated one.
3 weeks now.
He
It's the
said
updated
for
one.
8 weeks.
It's the updated one. Sorry.
I'm gonna use.
Still playing handicap, by the way.
Can I use scrap for parts and mother of invention
Yeah.
as power tags? That is 7 plus 2 is 9.
Alrighty. Tell me what you are intending to create here.
I'm trying to kick the wall, so I'm assuming it's probably like drywall until it turns into a pile of rubble.
Okay.
And then with that, I plan to... See, this is the problem that I run into playing a very creative, crafty character is I'm neither of those things.
You've been doing pretty
So
well
it's hard-
so far.
Thank you. Okay.
Come on,
With that
MacGyver, you got
encouragement-
this.
Hey, I'll give you a hint. What's inside walls?
Hopefully rebar
Not
and concrete
not necessarily
and
drywall,
electrical wires.
but you getting there? Wait, wires?
Uh,
Wires and what?
Wires and electricity and
Pipes, maybe?
pipes and insulation.
Wood, screws.
But I mean, I guess, yeah. So I kick it enough until I get through there and I can see all the internal workings between the walls.
What the hell are you doing?
Hi, this is my way out. You're no help. And I'm going to try to create nothing electronic, nothing technologically based. I want a... What can get me out of here? I don't know where I'm at.
And as you are sitting there and tinkering, Harry throws something at your feet as the gray mist portal opens up and you fall through it.
Shit.
I was
Do I
literally
fall
like,
forever?
I'm just gonna pull one of those black circles out of my back pocket and throw it on the wall.
Right? An insta-hole.
And Del, you wake up in a basement. And not wake up, I mean, like, you fall through and you're in a basement, yeah. It's pitch black. And it doesn't, I mean, not pitch black. Like, you can see, obviously, for what humans can normally see with lights turned off. You see a washer and a dryer. You see a small workbench. You see just a few clothes baskets of laundry that needs to be done. And you hear some footprints or footsteps above you.
Do I see a way out?
There's stairs leading upstairs.
And I look in my leg pouch. Is there anything in it at all?
I mean, your normal stuff, your 6-shooter is not on you, though.
Okay.
And while you're
Then-
thinking about that,
Okay.
Cooper, how do you respond to a portal being opened up in front of you, dropping Del into wherever?
So it just dropped out.
Yep.
Oh, where'd you send him now?
Oh, I have no idea. I just wanted him gone.
You can't.
You should probably go find him. I'll talk to you later.
You can't
As Harry begins to walk down the hallway with the dogs.
Why would you just fucking? Is the portal open?
No, the portal's closed.
And actually, I did find the. Where is it? There it is. I did find. Of course, I click off of the freaking page, and then the PDF closes. I don't remember what page number it was. I don't even know if I'd be. Probably don't actually have it, but there's an exit key. It's essentially just like the same kind of portal system.
Okay.
And I'll use that to. It'll probably take me right back to my own apartment.
Sure, absolutely.
And I'll just be like,
What does Cooper's apartment look like?
same thing as his office. My dining room table has like food boxes, like whatever I was eating is like at one end, and then I have a bunch of like the rest of the table for like, say it's like a family of 4 table. The head of the table, there's like where I eat, and then there's actually like just papers, just all along it. Like any civilized, completely OCD person would be.
Full functioning adult.
Full functioning. Have you looked at my desk? It's messy.
No, trust me, we are well aware.
Yeah. It's actually displayed, but it's fine. And I'm literally just gonna go sit at the front of the desk and just be like, "Oh my god."
And we're gonna switch back to you, Del. You have a set of stairs leading you upstairs where you hear footprints.
So you
footsteps.
said footsteps. So you said I don't have my 6-shooter, but like, do I have my? You remember last episode I made those like shocking gloves? Do I have?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That. Okay, I'm gonna
Taser
slip that
fist.
on. Taser fist. I love that even more. I put my left-handed taser fist on, and I like walk trepidatiously up the stairs. And
Go ahead and roll sneak around.
okay. Is there anything I can use? No. Not my forte, apparently. Ooh, 4.
When you use abilities to act on secretively or deceptively, roll plus power on a hit. Everyone that fall for it fails. On a 7 to 9, it's complicated. All right, that's all I needed to know. So as you are walking up the steps, you hear them creak and groan louder than any stare you have ever heard in your life.
They say, ow!
As you hear the footsteps stop, as they start making their way towards the door that you are now looking at. As the door swings open, you see a younger woman standing at the top of the steps with 2 small boys behind her. What the hell?
Hi, I'm sorry. I don't know how I ended up here. I would like to leave.
As she reaches around the corner and grabs the bag. Yeah, I highly recommend you do that.
I come in peace. I'm just gonna show me out to the street.
And as you kind of like make your way up the steps, she's kind of circling around so the boys are behind her, and she's still palming the bat, getting ready to kind of swing it at you. As you see, you're standing in her kitchen, and there's a back door just a few feet away.
That leads outside. I'm just gonna take that. I'm
Correct.
so sorry. I don't.
Get the
I
hell
don't blame
out!
you. I'm leaving. I'm out.
Fucking one-armed weirdo as she slams the door behind you.
Okay, that's uncalled for.
And as you step outside, you find yourself in the middle of a suburb. A nicer part of town that you recognize as...
Ooh, new part of the city.
Oh, I gotta pull up the map.
The Burbs.
Oh, goodness. Maybe I'm definitely not doing the second episode today.
What do you mean? We're doing these live every Thursday.
Totally.
Son of a bitch, where is it?
You guys see the chat?
Yeah. Oh, Alec, thank you so much.
Oh, it's so funny. Thanks for the sub. Oh, thank you for the sub. Oh my God, we have a hype train.
All right,
Wow.
you find yourself on the small island on the west coast of the city.
Ooh. That is. I'm looking at the map.
I don't know if you have this
Have
updated one.
Have I been there though? To this island?
I mean, possibly. This
Like, would
is.
the Foundry have gone on a run out this far?
I mean, yes, and I mean it's a upper class neighborhood because it is an island living.
Fancy living. Here we
Oh,
come.
hey, we have a group chat I can just send this to.
What?
This is. Oh, it's the West Island. Okay. So it's like south
There you
south
go.
of the old district.
Group chat? What is a group chat? We don't have each other's numbers.
As of today.
No.
You both had my number. I just didn't have your numbers.
Wow. Why is that, Lucas? Why do you hate us,
I'm
Lucas?
terrible at saving numbers.
True.
Okay.
You
Got
can
it.
ask the roster right now. I have to look at the conversation to figure out who I'm talking to. I mean, any girl that ever watches our... No, I'm just kidding.
And on that
Call
note,
them the roster.
The roster.
bold move, Cotton. Boser, you're standing in the middle of a suburb. What do you do?
Shit.
And we're gonna say this suburb looks like the suburbs from Cat in the Hat.
Shit.
Why?
Do not lock.
I don't fucking know. It's the first thing that came to my mind. Don't worry about it.
I checked my leg pouch again. Do I have my? Still don't have my 6-shooter or anything.
Nope.
Damn, I took my dang gun. God.
Oh, man, that's
I'm
a
going
that's a
to-
distance.
I'm gonna reach in my pocket. Do I have my phone?
Yeah.
Open my Uber app.
Um,
I'm gonna call an Uber.
you're on an island, bud.
I mean, there's a bridge.
There's a bridge.
Or it's
fucking Mackinac, then you gotta.
No,
cars
I
allowed.
specifically drew a bridge.
No cars
There's a
allowed.
bridge.
You gotta take a ferry.
As you are typing on your phone, though, you hear sirens begin to wail in the distance.
Oh shit! I hope those aren't for me. I'm gonna look around. Are there any cars or motorcycles or anything, any forms of transportation on the street?
Yeah, yes to both.
Okay, I'm gonna look for the nearest motorcycle, and I'm gonna try to hotwire it.
Go ahead and roll Take the Risk.
Okay.
Are you really about? I don't know if these sirens are for me, but they're about to be.
Taking the risk is performing a dangerous task under pressure.
Oh, I gotta go. Also, I want to use.
The better part is you have a weakness for having one arm, right?
Yeah.
You will be invoking this weakness because you're going to try to ride a motorcycle that is not modified for one arm.
Yes. Might have been a bad choice in hindsight. So but I'm also gonna use. Can I use ingenuity?
Yeah.
It's a power tag.
Yep.
And
So that nets you a 0 at the moment.
okay. And it's not broken. It's not. Nope. Mother of invention.
I'll give you that one.
Okay, so +1. 8.
All right, so yeah, with that 8, you managed to get the engine to turn over as you kind of situate yourself on this bike that you definitely need 2 arms for, but you managed to get going. And as you begin to make your way down the street, you see the woman come out of her house and start gesturing towards you as cop cars are now chasing you through the suburbs.
Oh shit.
Cooper, what you doing right now?
What have I done?
As you were sitting there, you hear a call over the radio of a one-armed man riding through the Western Island, currently being chased by 2 squad cars.
I'm gonna pull my work laptop up and be like, well, I know where Dell ended up, and I'm just gonna log on to my city fucking thing, be like, all right, I'll go fun fact, these guys, all this traffic is actually monitored on a computer system. If you guys didn't know how real life works, and I'm just gonna make a note in there that when apprehended, to bring him to my office, and then I'm not gonna try and stop it at all. It's needs to see me if put in custody. And what time is it?
It's pretty late in the night. We're talking 10:30 at night.
Oh yeah,
So it's dark.
I'm not going to work. Needs to see me if put in custody.
Del, go ahead and roll face danger for me.
So I'm zipping through the suburbs with my one arm, trying to keep it going and upright.
And again, that's going to invoke your weakness there.
Oh, God. There's nothing I can even use, is there?
For riding a motorcycle trying to escape capture, I don't know.
So 5.
I do think you do get you do get 1 point towards improvement though, because you did.
Yeah, you do get. So I've invoked your weakness twice, so you do get to draw attention to that theme.
Now
Nice.
I can't for myself and also the audience. Does he get 2 then, or does it only get 1 attention for?
That'll
The
be
pass.
2 because I invoked the weakness twice.
Okay, I couldn't remember if you had to pass even with it invoked or not.
So Del, as you are kind of swerving in between traffic on the bridge, you end up taking the bike too far down as you lay out as the bike slides out from underneath you.
Shit.
And you are actually going to take... we're going to say a tier 2 status, road burn.
Road rash. Gotta love it.
As you go sliding across the bridge, your clothes begin to rip out from under you as your skin is now beginning to drag across this rough bridge pavement. As the two cop cars become swerving up around you and surrounding you, as 4 uniformed officers come out, guns drawn. Get on your stomach and put your hands behind your put your hand behind your back.
Yeah.
One of the officers is gonna holster their gun as they walk over to you.
Thank you for making that clarification. That was really considerate of you, actually.
Sergeant,
I don't
do I
often
cuff
get that.
him? How do I? As she takes your hand behind your back and cuffs your hand, your wrist to your belt loop, as she begins helping you to your feet, and walking you to the back of their squad car.
See, now you know how I feel. Living in a two-handed society, there's shit you don't even realize. It's all built for two-handers.
She begins to read you your rights as she helps you into the back of the squad car, protecting your head, making sure you don't hit your head as they shut the door on you. Del, how many times have you been in the back of the squad car?
Only a handful. I often don't get caught in my experience.
But Del does
So-
have a record.
It was really when I was like a youngster, so it was minor offenses, nothing major.
Okay.
Got exposed.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. As the officers kind of get back into their car, they begin to read you their rights of breaking in, or telling you what you are being arrested for. You are being arrested for breaking and entering, Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, that was on me.
It's on me, yeah, a
mean-
little bit.
I mean, I'm not saying anything.
And as they are typing at their computer, a notification pops up. And Del, you see a notification from Detective Cooper saying, "Bring him to my office," and then listing out the address. You got friends in high places, huh?
Something like that. I
To
don't
be
know if I
honest,
call
she's
them high
pretty
places.
pissed. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get you off of this.
Who's pretty pissed?
The homeowner.
Also, I'm gonna clarify. He's not going straight there. He's gonna go to county for the night. Like I'm not going to work. He's going to county tonight. I'll see him in the morning.
You piece of shit.
That's
As,
how the law works.
Rips you from your home and puts you in unclear situations and then kicks you out. Not my fault, but now it's my problem. Thank you, government.
And on that note, I think that is where we draw this episode to our close.
Look, you're the one that stole a motorcycle. All right.
Okay, that was...
Could have just ran and hid, but no.
I could have just ran and hid. But stealing a motorcycle is way cooler.
So is going to jail.
Now I got street cred.
So how are you guys feeling right now?
I feel pretty good.
No! I'm pissed, confused. I got ripped from Darius. I don't know where I was. I don't know where I'm at. I'm just getting a bitter taste about this whole thing. But it's got answers, which I want more than not having a bitter taste.
Okay. No, I like the little like flashback because that's really gonna like. It was really cool to see like some of your more history, Del. And I just love playing. I'm loving playing this because it's just so much fun.
I really love this game, actually.
We did
It's-
like T. You're doing a great job setting up like
Thanks.
this
Yes.
the whole end thing and
Just
the
a little
like
plus
the spooky
in
like
the
not
chat.
spookiness but like the just the essence of this mysterious thing, and I'm just like, yeah, look, I'm just a dude that's here, man, and
Look, man, I want fucking answers too. You don't see me getting angry about it.
like you understand why I'm an asshole now because I get shit on, I shit on you, like it's a vicious cycle.
I see.
Cooper's got red tape in every department.
Insubordination
great
is
job.
one of my weaknesses.
This episode where I thought I was getting like all my answers all at once, and I was like, wow, we're so early, and you just give me a taste, and then nope, yeeted. And so now I'm feeling like that really great pull that this game creates of the mythos desire versus my desire, and I can't have both, although with Darius I can have both. So now we're headed in the right direction.
I don't know. You yelled at Darius a lot. Are you heading in the right direction?
Ooh.
Come back and
Yell at
we'll
him. He
find
abandoned
out.
me.
You about to get cracked? You about to get a crack fade?
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm about to get
Oh.
cracked.
Well,
It's a
thank
good
you
night.
guys for coming back to another week of TTRPG Thursday, where we play City of Mist, a game created by Son of Oak, a fantastic game company. If you don't know their products, check them out. They are a wonderful company. They support creators endlessly. If you like City of Mist and you want more of it, go to cityofmist.co, and they have a tab full of actual play podcasts where there are other ones you can check out. If you like us, maybe you want something a little more serious, there's 24 other shows that they have promoted. So if you like it, go check them out. They're a fantastic company. We'll be back on Monday with a Geek Out session. I don't know if that's accurate at this moment, but I'm just assuming that there will be a stream on Monday.
Every Monday. Except
Wednesdays,
for the Mondays it doesn't.
we have a show name that I still need to workshop something new around due to fucking potential litigation that we're trying to avoid.
Oh, Lord.
T-Pain actually came out with T-Paints. So now we are in a conundrum.
Yeah, we
thought
never
were being ahead of
bothered
the
trying to
game.
like trademark something like this. So I'm personally a fan of T-Pain. I don't want to go to court against him, nor do we have the financial ability to go to court against him. So
That would be a great story, though, and it probably a really great court session with T-Pain.
Hey, just know we can sit there and go, yeah, we actually started doing T-Paints before T-Pain did.
That's right.
Can you imagine?
but until next
imagine if you had to
time,
buy that from us?
I'm T.
I'm Boser.
And I'm Lucas.
And until next time, you just keep geeking
Geeking
out. Bye.
Bye.